Okay, this story, Justin. Okay, so Justin Bieber is promoting his 4th album, Purpose, and he was on 40 Principales. I guess that would be 40
Sí,
Principales in Spain. And a lot of people are tweeting about it. It's trending worldwide, #1, saying that this is the most awkward interview. He walked out. Check it out.
What do you mean?
On your own, your look? Who's getting dressed you?
You choose your own looks. So.
Yeah.
Oh, who gets? Yeah, I dress myself.
Oh, cool.
Now we got you here, and we got friends of us. They are the biggest YouTubers in Europe. They got like hundreds of millions of followers.
Yeah.
Come with us. Come with us.
And they are YouTubers.
Vamos aquí.
Come with us.
Here.
Here, Justin. Here.
Don't go, Justin.
Aquí.
Okay, thoughts, 5 words or less. He shouldn't be sorry. Yeah,
what
we get
do
it.
you mean?
Oh my God.
¡Qué barbaridad! Se desapareció.
You know I don't speak Spanish. In English, please.
Okay, watch the full interview. Because I went on Twitter and people are berating. We can talk about whether it was unprofessional or professional, their interview, whether they should have had a better translator. I get that. But people are berating them. And if you watch the full interview, I think it falls down to just a simple language barrier. And it makes me sad that people are being so harsh on social media.
But here's the thing. It is such an awkward interview. It is the hardest thing to watch.
I can't watch. Can someone cover my eyes?
Did you watch the full interview?
Well, I watched as much as I could before I walked out. I walked out of my house.
It is really awkward, but a lot of these interviews are awkward.
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad for Justin. He's doing interviews all the time.
Dude.
Look, you can feel bad for him to an extent.
Feel bad for
I know
Justin.
what you're gonna say.
Don't be
Obviously,
ridiculous
he's
now.
he's a multimillionaire. He's living
He's
well.
still a human being.
Yeah, but I mean, he was exhausted. He goes through all these interviews are kind of awkward. And my critique for the radio station is that they didn't take full advantage of having the biggest pop star on the planet, arguably right now, on their show. And they were asking him kind of stupid questions about, like, who dresses you?
I agree with you, or is that, because that was not from the translator, that was from one of the hosts, and you could tell that she was struggling trying to formulate her thoughts in English. So what if she was trying to say something different? I just don't want to be over speculative when perhaps this boils down strictly to a language barrier.
Yeah, and that is a failure of the radio station.
So I said they should have had a better translator.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I say we can't gloss over that. I think that is the thing. I think you can't like make excuses.
But do you think?
that.
Believe me, when I watched it, I felt awkward. I felt all that. I think what I'm responding to is the harsh criticism on the internet. That's when I was like, whoa. Yes, this was awkward. Yes, they should have had a translator there. Yes, they should have been better prepared. But are they being deserved to say they shouldn't have a radio station? They're the worst interviewers ever.
I mean, that's just the internet being ridiculous. But that's just the internet. The internet bashes against everyone. Is that it's all like, you know, crazy people sitting in a basement, and I'll probably get on for this comment as well.
Oh no, what's that feel like to get
I know, it's weird, right?
I like it personally.
Will you poop on me?
What? But like, seriously, it did seem, when I was watching it, it did seem like they were not just being inquisitive, they weren't just trying to understand, like, oh, who actually dresses you? It seemed like they were actually being like, oh, does a woman dress you? Like, do you?
No.
I think she was trying to figure out if he was dating someone, because she prefaced that question by trying to fish out whether or not he was in a relationship with someone else. So again, I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I also want to give Justin Bieber the benefit of the doubt. When he walked out, who's to say that maybe he walked out? Because if you watch in the segment that we just showed you, the main host walks out first. Yes, he went a different direction, but maybe they did talk about what this stunt would be, and then maybe he felt uncomfortable about the stunt, because before that he said, let's do it. Let's do this segment.
Yeah, but when he said let's do it, he was pretty much just like, yeah, let's do it. Like, he was pretty he was like, I think I'm done here. Like, yep, let's do it. All right, bye. Like, really? I also don't think that Justin Bieber was that uncomfortable. Yes, he was uncomfortable, but compared to a lot of his other interviews, I thought that he handled it really well, is what I'm trying to say. I think he handled it well.
He was done. That translator didn't speak English.
I agree.
And the dudes who were hosting the show and the girl who were hosting the show, they need to understand how frustrating it is to be on a platform where you have to communicate with people, and on that platform, you can't communicate with them. As awesome as you think you're trying to be by speaking English, your broken English isn't working for your
and
guest.
You're frustrating the guest. I mean, they had one job.
And the listener.
They had one job in this interview. And,
it's not that big of a deal. I wouldn't take it that personally. I would actually feel for them trying to relate to me. Yes, would be great in an ideal world if they had a better translator, but I think this is not a big deal.
I agree with kind of both of you, where he was done, but not in a
bad way, not at all.
He wasn't being bratty or anything.
Not at
People
all.
are going to come down on him. He was just like, all right, I think we saw this out. All right, bye.
I think people are going to make this out to be way worse for Justin and for the host,
just
as what it is.
Most people get like 6 minutes tops with someone like Justin Bieber, and then they wanted to do 6 minutes and then shoot a segment. Like, what the hell? That's a lot of time.
They're trying to be producers, right? Okay. All right, you guys, share your thoughts. We want to know what you have to say in the comment section below. We'll see you next time on Pop Trigger.